Thomas loses it. The leak out. John Wall accelerating with a big finish. Left-handed delivery.
This is Marc Spears from ESPN's Undefeated, and I'm with Washington Wizards star guard John Wall. And kind of feel like we've been in this position before entering the season. Close but no cigar kind of situation. When you got to this off season or even entering this training camp, was there anything that somebody said or anything that you read that gave you some extra motivation, that gave you some extra push and belief that you guys could get over the hump this year?
No, really just Game 7. I mean, just knowing the team we had last year, knowing that we got all the way where we did, the way we started, and to fight back and almost win 50 games and take a team that we had always in Game 7 and just the last 12 minutes didn't play our best basketball, and then adding the pieces that we did this summer let us know that we made it better. Our benches got better. I think it takes a lot of pressure off me, Brad. I don't have to play so many minutes and get fatigued in late games, and it's going to help us out a lot throughout the year and throughout the playoffs.
What went through your mind after that Game 7, man? You guys were just so close to getting to the conference finals.
Just fatigued, frustrated. I mean, just frustrated I couldn't play the way I wanted to. I mean, I said I'm going to go out swinging. I went out not making a shot, but I wasn't going to go out not being aggressive the same way I was the whole game. And just my legs gave out. I asked Coach for like a 2-minute break, and he was like, "No, you got to finish it out." I was like, well, it's going to be tough, but I make no excuses when I step between the lines.
What's the outlook right now, you think? Especially the way the Eastern Conference has changed and the guys.
Even without it changing, I feel like, you got to think, the Bulls was 2 games away from Rondo not getting injured. They might not play the Celtics. We had an opportunity where we could have beat the Celtics, and I feel like we was one of the best teams that matched up with the Cavs more than anybody before they made these trades with the team they had. I feel like we was the team on the East that they didn't want to play against, and we just had to find a way to get there. We never got the opportunity to get there because we fell short ourselves. Now teams, people made trades. Teams are different now. But with me, no matter who's on any other team, you got to have that competitive nature and drive to want to beat anybody. So it doesn't matter who's put on what jersey.
You got a couple challenges this offseason. One from your coach that you could be an MVP candidate. Another from Kobe Bryant. Did you ask for that? I think you might even asked for it. He just gave it to you.
That's crazy because now you go see how your season was last year, and you see how you can get so much better. Yeah. And that was coming off an injury, and I still wasn't at my best until the middle of the year. And have a career year was great for me. But I had those individual goals of being first team all defense because I feel like I should have been a defensive team last year. I didn't make it. And then to hear Kobe come out and say it just came out of nowhere. I was like, well, I accept the challenge because that's a challenge I have for myself. And then the challenge coach has is he already told me last year I should be a top 5 player in the league, and that's the mindset I'm coming in this year.
They have that banner in your practice gym. You got to look at every practice that says the last time you guys won a championship in 1977. Do you pay attention to that?
For sure.
Is there some motivation that comes from
That's motivation, and I have a trophy like that's always been there since in my locker that I always had since I got drafted, since the first day. So I look at that as motivation, and you go downstairs and see that. And just see the jerseys that's retired. I mean, that's motivation every single day to where I want to accomplish. I wasn't even born or thought about when they won that last championship. So that's something I want to bring here.
Do you think 10, 15, 20 years from now you're going to look back at, I was playing basketball in this town at a really interesting time in America's history, whether it was Obama or Trump? Oh,
well, yeah. Having first black president, I lived in the city at the time, and then you have an opportunity where you have Donald Trump now, which you have so much different ways it can go, and it's something you kind of use as, I use it as motivation, or use it as some as life lesson that you can learn from, because I went from 8 years with a great president to now we have Donald Trump, which is not getting off to a good start. Maybe he can change it around, we don't know, but I think his focus is on other things that it shouldn't be on.
What do you say to your team when regular season opens up, you guys go out there for the national anthem as a leader, the face of the franchise? What is your recommendation?
In the end of the day, I still respect everybody that fights for us to have freedom. So it's nothing against those guys. But as a team, we're gonna come together. We're gonna figure out what we want to do. But it's nothing totally to disrespect those guys, because you gotta respect the flag no matter what. I think what Colin did was something that he believes in. I think a lot of people in the NFL now are kneeling because of what Trump said about him, not because of what Colin said. So it's kind of like, are you going on Colin's side and standing for what he believes in, or are you going by what somebody called you?
What is it like being a black man in today's society, even with the money you have, the fame you have?
Well, it's tough. It's always going to be a target on our back, no matter what Martin Luther King stood for and what President Obama being the first black president, us having freedom, we still have a target on our back at the end of the day. I think we're blessed to have the opportunity to be faces of a franchise as black African Americans. But at the same time, you really don't see too many black African Americans being franchise guys of NFL teams because they're quarterbacks. And I kind of said it in my CNN post one day. But it's kind of tough, but it's good at the same time. I mean, it come with good, it come with bad. Sometimes you see certain people look at you if you're driving in a certain car or you hopping out of the car, they give you that look like, I don't think you deserve that. I mean, but I work hard for it.
As far as success for this franchise, you're saying you wanted to be here for a while and goals and everything. What to you is realistic, and is what you believe to be realistic probably different one than you think everybody else believes to be realistic?
Well, to be honest, realistic to me is getting to the East Coast Finals and then winning 4 games and having a chance to be in the finals. Anything's up in the air there. We know what teams everybody going out there and what you have to do to beat those guys. I'm not saying it's going to be easy slate, but I back down for no competition, no type of challenges. I think that's the challenge, is to get through LeBron first. I got to be in the 7, 8 straight finals. It's about time somebody take him off his throne. It's easier said than done. But it seems like he's getting younger and younger with the years. But that's where I see it. My man.
Always a pleasure.
Yes, sir. Likewise.